Hi everyone, Granny Dorothy here. I'm taking a little bit of time to rest and refill my spirit just for a couple of weeks. So I wanted to share some messages that I recorded a long time ago, but they still matter today. So I hope that this one blesses you. Welcome back to Granny Dorothy Visits. I'm so glad you're here. I just want to share with you, just won't take long, but from Wayne Dyer's book again. I love this one, Everyday Wisdom. So just a little short reading. Harmony gets inside you through your thinking. The ancestor to all action is a thought. Our thoughts are so powerful. And the next reading is from Blessings, Julia Cameron. Great, I love this book. So this one, she always starts it off with a quote. So this quote is from Ernest Holmes. Today I do affirm that I am divinely guided. There is that within which knows what to do and how to do it, and it compels me to act on what it knows. Very interesting, eh? So the title, just for 2 little pages. I co-create my life through conscious choice. Life is intentional, not accidental. I bless this central fact. Consciousness instigates shifts in outer reality, recognizing that I have the power to change my world by changing my thinking. I set for myself a gentle vigilance toward negative thoughts. When I fear abandonment, I remind myself that the universe itself is my loving companion. When I fear stagnation, I surrender into the deeper flow of life rather than willfully forcing artificial solutions. Constantly partnered by an interactive universe, I do my part by reminding myself that I am part of a larger plan, partnered by an infinite intelligence. In its perfect pink blossoming, the bloom of the apple tree does not concern itself with whether a bee will appear. The blossom does its job just by blossoming. The bee is drawn to it to do the rest. Rather than imagine that my yearnings are self-centered or counter to the flow of life, I practice simply blossoming in the faith that I attract what I need simply by following and blessing my true nature. Nice, eh? And the third one is from Don't Sweat the Small Stuff. Great little book. The title is Practice Ignoring Your Negative Thoughts. It has been estimated that the average human being has around 50,000 thoughts per day. That's a lot of thoughts. Some of these thoughts are going to be positive and productive. Unfortunately, however, many of them are also going to be negative, angry, fearful, pessimistic, worrisome. Indeed, the important question in terms of becoming more peaceful isn't whether or not you're going to have negative thoughts. You are. It's what you choose to do with the ones that you have. In a practical sense, you really have only 2 options when it comes to dealing with negative thoughts. You can analyze your thoughts, ponder, think through, study, think some more, or you can learn to ignore them, dismiss, pay less attention to them, not take them so seriously. This latter option, learning to take your negative thoughts less seriously, is infinitely more effective in terms of learning to be more peaceful. When you have a thought, any thought, that's all it is, a thought. It can't hurt you without your consent. For example, if you have a thought from your past, "I'm upset because my parents didn't do a very good job," you can get into it, as many do, which will create inner turmoil for you. You can give the thought significance in your mind, and you'll convince yourself that you should indeed be unhappy. Or you can recognize that your mind is about to create a mental snowball, and you can choose to dismiss the thought. This doesn't mean your childhood wasn't difficult. It may very well have been. But in this present moment, you have a choice of which thoughts to pay attention to. The same mental dynamic applies to thoughts of this morning, even 5 minutes ago. An argument that happened while you were walking out the door or on your way to work is no longer an actual argument. It's a thought in your mind. This dynamic also applies to future-oriented thoughts of this evening, next week, or 10 years down the road. You'll find in all cases that if you ignore or dismiss a negative thought that fills up your mind, a more peaceful feeling is only a moment away. And in a more peaceful state of mind, your wisdom and common sense will tell you what to do. This strategy takes practice, but it is well worth the effort. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. Our thoughts are so powerful, so try and think positive thoughts, which will give you more energy and make you more loving. And that's what I want for you, is to have a loving life, and a wonderful day today. So go out and enjoy the day.